Welcome to Mojo Travels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons to visit Belize.
Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojo Travels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're looking at the reasons why Belize is one of the most stunning and accessible countries in Central America. Number 10. It's an English-speaking country. Central America encompasses 7 countries worth traveling to. For Westerners who only speak English, however, the language barrier may seem intimidating. This won't be a problem in Belize, as it's the only Central American country where English is the primary language. This isn't to say Belize is deprived of other cultures and languages, as Belizean Creole and Spanish are also commonly spoken. Since more than 50% of citizens are fluent in multiple languages, though, communication shouldn't be a major problem. You might even pick up a few new words along the way. If you're interested in learning a new language and want to explore more of Central America, Belize is the ideal country to get your feet wet. Number 9. The captivating caves. For adventurers who want to take exploration to deeper depths, Belize is home to Central America's largest system of caves. While there are hundreds to go spelunking in, Barton Creek Cave, St. Herman's Cave, and Checham Ha Cave are just a few of the highlights. For less seasoned spelunkers, you might be worried about scaling lengthy walls and potentially getting lost in the dark. There's a more laid-back way to experience many of Belize's caves, on a boat or in a tube. Various rivers run through caves, allowing rafters to sit back and gaze up at the karst ceilings. It's like getting 2 unforgettable experiences for the price of one. Number 8. The wonderful weather. If you're looking for a tropical paradise, Belize's climate should more than accommodate your needs. One of the country's biggest draws is that you can visit pretty much any time without worrying about the temperature. Throughout the year, average temps tend to range between the lower 70s and upper 80s. Temps in the 90s and 100s aren't unheard of, but even at its warmest, there are plenty of water activities to keep tourists cool. What you'll need to consider is if you want to visit during the wet or dry season. Since the dry season brings less rainfall, we'd suggest dropping by between January and May. Of course, more rain means fewer crowds, so if you want Belize to yourself, the wet season has its perks. Number 7. The beautiful beaches. If you visit Central America, a trip to the beach is a given. Belize doesn't have the biggest beaches in the world, but that's part of its appeal. They're quaint, close to town, and generally not too crowded. They also provide a backdrop for all the activities one would expect. Swimming, kayaking, napping in a hammock under a thatch hut, all the good stuff. For the mainland's most prominent stretch of beaches, look no further than the Plasencia Peninsula. This small village is home to the Maya Beach community, which has several elegant hotels and cozy inns to complement the coastline. Kicking off your sandals, running across the white sand, and jumping into the water, you'll quickly come to understand why Plasencia has been called barefoot perfect. Number 6. The fantastic food. Speaking of beaches, there isn't a better locale in Belize to fire up the barbecue for lunch. If you're on your honeymoon or a romantic getaway, the coast also offers a romantic dinner venue. As for what's on the menu, Belizean cuisine will take your taste buds on an exotic journey. Since Belize is a smorgasbord of culture, its cuisine provides a wide array of flavors from around the world. While you can taste the influences from Mexico and Jamaica, Belizean food still has its own distinctive flair. We'd suggest kicking off the day with a fried jack breakfast, chowing down on a plentiful wrap sandwich for lunch, and closing out the evening with a savory seafood dinner. Number 5. The iconic islands. If you're content with staying on the mainland, Plasencia Peninsula and Hopkins Village are the best places to get a tan. For a real adventure, though, charter a boat to one of Belize's offshore destinations. The country has somewhere around 450 islands, the largest of which is Ambergris Caye. There you'll find San Pedro Town, and the world's second biggest barrier reef. Ambergris Caye is easily accessible from Belize City via ferry or water taxi. Belize has plenty of smaller islands worth seeking out for something a bit more private. If you've ever dreamed of living it up in a private paradise, the Coco Plum Island Resort is an award-winning getaway for adults only. Families with kids can also flock to Manta Island Resort. Number 4. The amazing animals. Just under 30 miles west of Belize City, you'll find the Belize Zoo, one of the country's top tourist destinations. The Belize Tourism Board even granted the zoo a National Tourism Award for its educational value. The zoo has over 175 animals, all of which are native to Brazil. Spider monkeys, Mexican crocodiles, and keel-billed toucans are just some of the colorful species you'll see in their natural habitats. The main attraction, however, are the jaguars. Through the Problem Jaguar Rehabilitation Program, you can learn more about these majestic cats. Of course, this isn't Belize's only destination where you can spot jaguars. The Coxcomb Basin Wildlife Sanctuary, which is located in the Stan Creek district, is regarded as the world's leading site for jaguar preservation. Number 3. Diving and snorkeling. As mentioned before, Belize Barrier Reef is second only to the Great Barrier Reef. At 190 miles long, the reef is naturally a magnet destination for scuba diving and snorkeling. Actually, somewhere between 100,000 and 150,000 tourists venture to this World Heritage Site per year, accounting for much of Belize's travel industry. In addition to San Pedro, Caye Caulker and Placencia are popular access points for the reef. While the reef also attracts those looking to fish, paddleboard, and windsurf, underwater exploration is the main reason to go. Along with the Belize Reef, the Turnev Atoll, Glover's Reef, and Lighthouse Reef are prime diving destinations. Lighthouse Reef is especially worth checking out, since it's home to the second entry on this list. Number 2. The Great Blue Hole. At the center of Lighthouse Reef lies the Great Blue Hole, which is exactly what it sounds like. A massive marine sinkhole that sticks out with an all-encompassing blue hue. This World Heritage Site is believed to have formed after a limestone cave system collapsed multiple times during the final ice age. Back then, the sea levels were much lower. The Great Blue Hole is a popular diving location as well, especially for those who are brave enough to swim with the sharks. If that sounds too intense for your taste, taking a boat around the hole is an equally engrossing experience. You can also take a helicopter tour to get an unparalleled view of the hole in all of its glory. Number 1. The Maya Ruins. Belize's Maya civilization can be traced back to 1500 BC, and the society continued to prosper until around 900 AD. This ancient civilization remains ingrained in the country's history, with numerous Maya ruin sites spread throughout the land. Among the most significant sites is Caracol, where you'll find Belize's tallest structure constructed by humans. Climbing to the top of this 140-foot temple, you'll see why it's referred to as Sky Palace. There are more sweeping structures to be found at Sunantanich, which translates to Maiden of the Rock. The highlight is El Castillo, Belize's second tallest building at 130 feet. Whether you venture to Cerros, Lamanai, or any of the other Maya sites, you'll leave with a new appreciation for the culture.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Mojo Travels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.